Hey, what's happening, folks? Textboard91 here, and we all know they dropped the new Football Outsider cards and packs. I did not get a chance to go over the ones in my last pack opening, but I decided to go ahead and dedicate a video to showcasing these new cards and looking at their stats to see if they're worth buying, because they're coming out every single Friday, and it's based off of little stuff that would go unnoticed, such as the guy maybe had like three hurries against their quarterback, and of course he gets a card, or the guy allowed no sacks. So it's like they're rewarding the guys that do not get to shine on the field, and they're coming out with a card that had a good performance that prior week, such as a Richard Sherman that just dropped. That's why it was limited edition. So I decided to go ahead and just do another one of these reviews. I started back at the NCAA, just looking over the card and let you guys know if you should buy them or not. So let's go ahead and get into the cards. All right, right here we have a Stevie Johnson. He pretty much killed the Panthers during the Week 2 performance. He had a pretty big game, 8 receptions, 111 yards. He also had a game-winning touchdown, which made me sick to my stomach and why I wanted to punch every kid in the face that lived near me. But I didn't, otherwise I'd be in jail. I wouldn't be able to bring you guys some videos. But stats look pretty good, good speed. He fits short pass chemistry if you guys are still trying to find a guy that can fit your chemistry. But is he worth the 90K price tag? We'll go ahead and compare him to Steve Largent. If I can, Steve Largent, let's go ahead and look. He's too slower, but that doesn't really matter. He has more agility. His catching's better. He has better route running, better awareness, better catching in traffic, better spectacular catching, and his release isn't there. So, pretty much, this card is going to be a nice card to have based off his release because he can get off the line of scrimmage without getting jammed the entire time. That's why Largent is not that great at that spot. But other than that, nothing else stands out. Largent be a better receiver. Plus, he's going for around 30 to 40K. So you can buy two of him and before you can buy one of Stevie Johnson. So unless you're just a Bills fan, I wouldn't touch this card at all. The price ticket is too high for it. Plus, you can probably go ahead and get the legendary Michael Irving, and it might suffice your needs at that position. So we got the next card to look at. Let's go ahead and see what it is. All right, right here we have James Carpenter, left guard of the Seattle Seahawks. He had a pretty big week last week against the 49ers. Came off the bench because Russell Kong went out with a foot injury. He's out for the season, so he pretty much came in and filled in a spot against a good pass rush out of Justin Smith, and also out of Alden Smith. He did a pretty good job helping them get that victory. Also allowed Marshawn Lynch to have a pretty good game rushing. So this card is really warranted. I'm liking it to giving these offensive lineman cards every single week. It may be overkill because there's a lot of offensive linemen in this game already, but at least we're showing some of the guys some love and give you some variety that you can use. But the thing with offensive linemen you guys want to look at is that the back of the stats aren't really reflected by their depth chart stats. You go look at, like, say, if you go look at his pass blocking, his run blocking might be higher than it looks back on the card. Because if I went to the average, like his pass blocking strength and his footwork's a 78, I would say his overall like an 80 or an 81, and his run blocking probably be like an 88. But because if I buy this card, go to the depth chart, it might be like a 95 to 96. So you might have to check that out. But stats look pretty good. There's some good run block. I might pick them up. 12K is not a bad price. There's a lot of other left guards you can pick up for cheaper. I know Ben Grubbs is like a 10K. They also have another offensive lineman that's going for around like 7K. So you can find some good value there. But I might try him out. Let you know if he's a good pickup. But he has some pretty good stats compared to Evan Matthews. The pass blocking footwork isn't there for Carpenter. He's pretty suspect in that game, but I do like running the ball, so his card might be a nice pickup for my team. And as a matter of fact, I might go ahead and pick him up and try him out. His price is going for 12K right now. I might be able to get more of that out of him if he doesn't pan out, so I'm going to go ahead and pick him up right now. But if I were you guys, I'd probably wait and see, and I'll come back and let you know if this card's worth 12K. But let's see what he can do on the offensive line. So let's go ahead and look at the next card. All right, right here we have two of the new defensive tackles that they dropped into packs. We got Kwann Short from the Carolina Panthers, who gets a plus 10 to pass rush and the 86 overall. We also have Dontari Poe of the Kansas City Chiefs, who gives a plus 10 to run stuff and is also an 87 overall. So they're pretty similar or close in overall rating. Let's go ahead and look at these stats. Only thing that jumps out to me on Tari Poe is that he's a 95 in strength and Kwann Short's 87, but Kwann Short has a better finesse move by 7, and Dontari Poe is a 72. So, looking at these cards objectively, if I was basically just coming on here trying to find a defensive tackle that would fit my team and would be a nice price range, I would honestly go with Kwann Short. He's going for around 10K. Dontari Poe is going for around 20. But if I can get the Dontari Poe around that same price as Kwann Short, I'd definitely pick Dontari Poe because he does fit my chemistry boost. But other than that, these cards look close in attributes and stats, so they might give you the same production. And it pretty much comes down to what chemistry you like to have. Right now, I'm going away with chemistry, so I'm going to go ahead and pick Kwann Short over Dontari Poe. You know, Dontari Poe does fit my run stuff chemistry, but they're pretty much identical in stats, so it comes down to who you would like to have out there. And for the price of 10K and the price of 20K, I think you guys would choose the Kwann short over Dontari Poe. But like I said, if his price drops down around 10 to 15K, definitely pick him up. I don't think these cards are coming out of packs anytime soon, other than the limited edition cards. So you might be able to scoop one of these up later on down the line for a nice cheap price. But as of now, my advice is pick up Kwann short. He'll give you the same production, I believe. And if not, let me know in the comment section below. You guys can argue about it. All right, here's Richard Sherman, aka Optimus Prime. This is the biggest card that Football Outsiders has dropped currently. It's better than the LaShawn McCoy, and it's also better than the Brian Cushing. Everybody needs a cornerback that can shut down pretty much any receiver, and Richard Sherman can do that. He is the best cornerback in the NFL, and if anybody wants to argue with me, go ahead and leave a comment below and let me know if I can debunk what your theory is about Revis or anybody else. Looking at his stats, at 6'3", 92 speed, 94 press, 96 man, this card can pretty much cover anybody out there on the field matched up one on one against him, and also play some good zone coverage if you need him to. So I'm liking this card. Good zone defense chemistry, also good man defense chemistry, but I'm not liking the price range. Since it's only a limited edition card, only 100 were created, that means his price is going to be a lot higher than it normally would be. It's going for right around 700K. It was going for around 400K the night it dropped, but now the price has skyrocketed up. If I had 400K, I would have picked it up then, but unfortunately, I do not have enough coins to pick this card up. But after I went ahead and bought the original Richard Sherman, who is going for 40K, which is a lot cheaper than paying 700K for that card, I noticed something that a lot of you guys might have not noticed is that they're pretty much identical. Only thing that went up majorly was the tackling, which went up by 8, which I don't understand why they do that. They do that on. I know why they do that, but I don't understand why they do that. I know they boost the tackling up so it can seem like they're giving the card a better boost than it is, but the fact that this card is going for 700K and you can go buy its 91 part for 40K, and it has very similar stats. There's a few stats such as maybe play rate, which went up by 4, or zone, which went up by 3, that might be necessary, but the card pretty much looks exactly the same, other than minus the 10 plus the man defense. But you can pretty much get away with using 91 overall card and spend 40K on it instead of spending 700K for the 95. But I guess if you're a collector and you have to have the 95, I suggest you go ahead and pick it up. The price is only going to get higher from here and there. It's going to get cheaper probably when they drop more cards later on down the line. But as of now, this card is going to be that price forever. So Optimus Prime, I'm not going to get you, but I want you. So that's all I got for you guys for this week. I will be back with the new Football Outsider cards next week. And let me know what you guys think the team of the week item is going to be for this week. There's some big games in football. The Panthers had a big game, blew out the Giants 38 to nothing. Cam Newton might have one, be a nice card to have, but I know a lot of people are getting mad at black quarterbacks because they give them all that speed. Everybody just running read option. DeAndre Williams had a big week. Also, DeMarco Murray. Who else? Antonio Brown from the Steelers had a big week. So go ahead and leave your comment below. Let me know who you think the team of the week item is going to be, and we will have a discussion in the comment section below. I'm out this mother bleeper. Peace.